The ultra-militant gender lobby continues to cause trouble in Britain as a teacher in Nottinghamshire who was sacked for refusing to use a kid's new pronouns is now facing a lifetime ban. Now, some woke stories are hilarious and ridiculous, and some are absolutely dangerous and horrifying. And more teachers in this country who go with common sense, they are not just losing their jobs, but they're in hiding. We've had certain teachers in the north of England who are still in hiding because of the militants, whether from the Islamist side or the new liberal wokey side, the cultural Marxists. Now, a Christian teacher in Nottinghamshire who was sacked recently for not using an 8-year-old kid's new ideal pronouns is now working in a sandwich shop, and that's already sad and disgusting. But the whole case is now escalating because there are other groups trying to push for a lifetime ban for this teacher. Now, there are so many issues with this. One is about the safety of our children, and one is about the safety of our teachers. The teachers, the few good teachers that we have who go with common sense. Now, this is going to completely alienate those good and compassionate teachers who want to get into the industry to help the future generations. They're not going to do it anymore. And we are just going to have the whole system completely being infiltrated and taken over by politically ideologically motivated people, basically far leftists. We already have so many teachers who are far leftists, but we're going to get more. We still have a few left who are normal and non-political, but this is going to completely escalate the situation. Now, this Christian teacher raised the further safeguarding alarms with the school's governors and local authority, referring to key scientific evidence, suggesting that encouraging young people to socially transition poses a significant risk to their health and welfare. They are still too young. Why are we now pushing for these things to happen in our schools? It's not really just about adults and their freedom and their individual rights to do whatever they want. That's a whole different point. This is about keeping kids safe. Now, they say that, but the school has reported her to the teacher regulation agency for an alleged confidentiality breach, which means that she could face a lifetime ban from the profession. Now, that's absolutely disgusting. So they decided to use it against her and say, well, we're going to have to find a line. We're going to have to find some sort of ammo to use against her to give her a lifetime ban. That's exactly why they did this. Who cares about the confidentiality breach when you're trying to be a whistleblower to help kids in a school? Do you really care about the confidentiality breach when this is actually happening under your nose? And this is actually a big problem that we're not really still addressing. And our government, our central government, is still all over the place. Now, the woman has filed an employment tribunal claim against Nottinghamshire County Council for an alleged unfair dismissal and religious discrimination. Her hearing is expected in August. The teacher said that teachers are being bullied not to question their trans-affirming policies when evidence shows that the actual result of the approach is to put the welfare of children at serious risk. Now, we also have some sort of statement from the Department for Education. Oh, well done, guys. The bureaucrats in the Department for Education, that are the communications team and division, said that we expect schools to carefully consider their approach to these matters to ensure that they make the right decision from the point of view of safeguarding children, accounting for parents' views and those of medical experts where relevant. These are just random words. you can't just say these things. It's like Jeremy Corbyn saying, well, I was present but not involved, really. That's basically the central government's line on anything that happens in the country. Now, I'm not really in favor of centralizing everything, but there should be a point of having a central government when it comes to safeguarding, when it comes to making sure you're keeping kids safe, but at the same time, justice. You need to make sure a teacher doesn't get discriminated against just because she's going with facts and science, and also her own religious views anyway. I don't understand. An 8-year-old child should have more right over words and language. against a teacher who is there to teach the kid, to prepare that kid to become a future adult. I mean, also, what happened to parents? I mean, do parents have any say when it comes to education of their kids? No, apparently not. This is exactly why we need to completely decentralize all these schools from local authorities and have a proper independent monitoring and observers on top of them, not just offset, because that's completely irrelevant when it comes to these sort of issues. We can't really allow independent schools and state schools, all of them go woke at the same time. We need some sort of safe space for common sense. Now, let me know if you have a solution. Don't forget, tonight at 9 p.m., we have our new live show, the new Sunday live show. We're going to come to you guys with a special guest to be interviewed at the same time. We're going to have the members asking us questions, and you guys, all of you, can also participate in the live chat. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.